customers. If you haven't got customers, you haven't got a business. You know, so it's really about their king. It doesn't mean everything they say is right, but if you want to grow your business, your customers are really up there. They're the key, you know, to the castle. So it's really, you've got to understand what they want, how they want it, and when they want it, which is the next piece about process. I remember going to Wimbledon. I absolutely love Wimbledon, and they've, you know, continually investing money in the facilities there, but I wrote loads of blogs about how disappointed I was, not with the welcome as you go through the turnstiles and all the stewards there, but the food operation. It's so, you're nodding it, it's rubbish. It's so, you know, I wish they called me in, honestly. Do you know, the thing I need to, I'm a complainer. I complain about things that are wrong, and my friends, oh God, she's not off again, but it's really difficult when you see bad systems and processes and things that it doesn't upset you, because it's so easy to put it right. And actually, I'm the kind of customer you want to take me in and listen to what I want to say, because that would cost you thousands of pounds. And it's the same with your customers. When they're complaining, it gets past that British politeness and they're letting rip. And honestly, you're going to get so much gold out of them. You know, you get those people that ring you up and want to ask you questions. I said, well, are you going to pay me? No, well, then I'm not interested, because you're the ones that's getting paid for my gold. You know, complaining customers, you need to treat them like gods. You need to over-deliver and give them stuff, because once you've turned a complainant around, they will become your advocates and love you all day long. And advocates will brag and brag and brag about how wonderful you are. And guess what? They're your customers. They're your tribe. You've just upset them. So once you put it right, who are they going to tell? More of your tribe. You've just won some new customers. Thank you very much. It's the easiest way to win more customers. People that are complaining, never ignore them. Over-deliver. Give them more than they expect. Really wow them. And you want to find out how you can put it right, what you can do better, what they would do in your situation. They will tell you. Remember I said when I worked for an innovation company, it was the staff and it was the customers that are the best innovators and best creators. How often have you been out and thought, oh, if only they did it like this, or if only they offered that as well, or if only... We are the best creators. We know what we want, but often we don't have an opportunity to tell the business owners, to tell the creators. And so once you get someone complaining, more often than not, they're going to tell you how you should do it. Then what do? You test that with your other tribe of people, and they say, yeah, that's a great idea. Bang. You know, you've just started to grow your business by listening to your customers. So process, if it isn't flowing, it's not going. So back to Wimbledon, you go into, and you want a cup of coffee, and the signage was rubbish, and they're tiny little units. Never mixed your operation. So if you have self-service, it's all self-service. They've got half self-service and half order. And the stupid things that you shouldn't really need to order nowadays. So you've got to order your coffees, but you can pick up your sandwich. So you go through, and it's such, you know, madness to try and get through there. You don't know that there's 2 queues, but there's 1 queue until you get to the end, where you could have saved yourself some time. But then you go through and you pick up what you want, and then you have to line up again. You've done this, obviously. You have to line up again to get your coffee. But you don't realise, if you want a cappuccino, you have to line up. If you want, like, oh, I have black coffee, I could have just gone to the filter bit, but they don't tell you that, and you don't know. Now I'm waiting for my coffee in the coffee queue, and I've got my sandwich or, you know, my strawberries and cream. And then what do I have to do again? I have to line up to pay. Now, when I was at the coffee place, do you not think the amount of time I spent there, I could have just paid for what I already had? So I've actually been in 3 queues just to spend £5 or maybe £7, because it cost a fortune. And it's taken me half an hour away from the match, and I'm peed off about it because now my coffee's cold. You know, because I've had to line up again. It's rubbish, absolute rubbish. And it's a disaster. The amount of people they could flow through if it flowed. You have people that don't understand. There's an international crowd. So some people like to queue and others don't. The signage is only in 1 language, but the signage doesn't really direct you to where you need to go. It's an absolute disaster, it really is. So in your business, whether it's online, you know, how many people go on and don't click? Where do they go? You can trace all of that. It tells you, there's a huge map that tells you how many people come on, what time of day they come on, what they click to, where they go next. You know, it shows you all of that. You need to time it to actually get people to flow through better your business. If it's a physical business as well, you can actually watch people and time them. If there's a crowd, it's not flowing, there's a problem, there's a barrier there, you know, there's a blockage. Every blockage costs you time and money. It's costing you business. You're losing customers. So if it isn't flowing, it's not going, whether it's online or offline. You really need to understand that process can either make your business or destroy your business. So it doesn't matter how great your idea is, it's in the implementation that's going to win you more business. You need to get your customers so they understand the call to action, and they need to do it once. They don't need to line up 3 times, you know, and waste their time and frustrate them. So process is really, really important, you know, because most people forget about this. And that's where they can double their turnaround, double their turnover of their business.